Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the Browns. His side should be coming in with some fresh legs after their bye last week. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Ravens. His guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. A warm welcome to all of you tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Heward with you as Evan McPherson's going to get us started. And we're off from Baltimore. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Buys time, rolling right. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he's brought down at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Penix here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So second down coming up. One of the tight ends in motion left. Penix to throw again on second. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And this is marked out all the way down at the 6. They'll be dangerously close to their own goal line for this series. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminding yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them to go and put a score on the board.
And this play is going to come to an end at the 27. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards on the play. And the Baltimore.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Darts looking at this 3rd and long. Screen here for Gibbs. Finding room at the 30. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Browns, down running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And he's been carrying a great campaign now into the heart of this season. He's hitting top 5 in rushing yardage. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Now look underneath here for Etienne. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Sending a tight end in motion left. Penix throwing, 3rd and 2. That's caught for the 1st. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Slot man in motion left. From the shotgun, Penix. Catch is made. That's Trey Harris. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Penix now to throw. Finds his back. This is Ollie Gordon. It's a small gain up to the 38. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. Penix facing a 3rd and long. So this one on the defense. 3rd down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. It's caught left side by Harris. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Here's their first carry for the rookie out of Purdue. No gain on the play. Defense holds yet again, and now it's 4th and a yard. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. And the offense remains on the field as they face 4th and 1. Penix looking to run with it. They blow this play up. They're humbled and sent off the field here with a loss of yards and a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
The Ravens and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. To really create some indecision now defensively.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Browns are in the nickel for this third down call.
Third and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first down, here's Darts. And the Browns get there and take him down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. An early jump of the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. From the gun, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. That's going to bring up 4th down.
A 46-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will get them on the board.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Price. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Now Penix off the play action. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Browns first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Browns.
To the air with Penix. Steps up and he's running with it. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Browns first down. A gain of
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Browns first down.
An option give here to Etienne. Got the give on the zone read and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. That's going to bring up 4th down. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They start on the ground with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
It's a loss of a yard.
Darts out of the shotgun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Third down now. Here's Darts. He's going to run for it. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Ravens holding the lead inside of M&T Bank Stadium. Going on first down, it starts. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Harrison Jr. incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talked about just the first.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Back to return this one is Tyreek Hill. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Penix here from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Escapes the pocket. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Penix. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. It's Penix yet again. Finds a man right side. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Penix is going to throw again. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Finds his fullback. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Okay, Brock, I think the official double and then triple check this with their coach, but yes, they are indeed choosing to decline the penalty and letting that touchdown stand.
Kate, if there is ever a moment that defies all explanation on the football field, that may be it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Design quarterback run here. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the third quarter. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Dortch now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Looking right, and he finds him. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Willie Gay there on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Going play action with Dart. This is a heater going deep. That's complete inside the 35. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
36 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third,
Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is going to be Browns football. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
you know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Back out now comes the Browns offense. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to Etienne. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. You send a receiver in motion right. Here's Etienne on first down. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Browns first down. From the pistol, here's Gordon. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's another Browns first down. First and
Bringing
10
the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Etienne gets it on the zone read. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. It's going to cost him about a yard.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
From the shotgun, Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down. 3rd and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Myers' kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Okay, they got the ball off the fumble, and they knew what to do with it when they took over. Just find a way to put points on the board.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Trey Tucker to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Baltimore running its offense out now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Gets this one to Waller. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and to midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. On the sneak, here's Dart. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's another keeper for Dart. Galloping inside the 40. And he has this down to the 34. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets him the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Dart's going to tuck it and run. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
From the red zone now. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 16. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. And they'll throw 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Throwing now on first down. Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Second down. Still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Brings up second and 10.
It's caught left side by Harris. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. They'll bring a tight end in motion right.
First and 10 at the 30.
On first down, here's Penix. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. Oh, Penix lost it. And this is picked up by the Ravens. Won't manage anything after the recovery, so that is where they'll take over after the fumble.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body, and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
The Ravens trotting out their offense. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on fourth down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. On first down, it's Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
Waller with the catch. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spot. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Has room down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. Travis Etienne, the touchdown.
Kate, with these great running backs, you know that patience is so often carry to carry, one of their great traits, but also over the course of the game, just waiting for their opportunity to explode and go finish it as he just did.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns double their lead to 14.
17. Ravens.
Here's
3.
Myers now to handle the kickoff.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Dortch now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's first and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's now second and 10 at the 25.
Dart from the pistol. This one quickly to Harrison. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
And the Baltimore first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Gibbs now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Dart out of the shotgun. He'll get this to Tucker. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Running it after the penalty. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Here goes Dart to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down, Browns opting to go with a dime set defensively. Here's Dart now. Making the call himself. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the pistol, it's Gibbs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Working quickly here. He'll work against the blitz. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Complete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is caught near the pylon. And he's taken out just short of that marker, but a flag is out. So let's see if they're going to get a redo here on 3rd down. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, he calls his own number on the option. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now, but will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Penix working from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down. The Browns are lining up to punt. Bryce Baringer, the one to send it away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Working quickly here.
Loss of 6. Brings up second and 16 at the 33-yard line.
Dart setting in to throw here. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens losing by 14. 5 men in the secondary for the Browns. Third down. Back to throw. Here starts. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, here starts. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Brings up second and 11 at the Browns' 46.
Darts looking to throw. This is complete to Waller. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to go here. It's third down.
A gain of 5 brings up third.
Now to throw. He's making a bid for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Need to work as quick as he can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Second and 6 at the 27-yard
Darts back to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second.
Baltimore first down.
On first and 10, here's Dart. Complete out to the right side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Dart going to throw again. Into traffic, complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Wilson Jr. That's a gain of 4. Brings up
To throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
It's fourth down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play. Forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And with just a lone timeout remaining across the field, they're going to be able to run out this clock on the victory. Starting this drive with a design run.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Browns, as we say so long from Baltimore.
A new rookie class has joined the team. There are a lot of hopes for this group, and one player was drafted to make an immediate impact in the lineup.
NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They're led out by a former first-round selection back in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
On play action, here's Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 2nd down and a yard. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. To throw, Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Franks. 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A first carry here for Jordan James. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Santos' kick is up and through. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. Open man is Tucker. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and
To the air, Dart.
41-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Dart. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Third and long as a defender, all you want to do is guard the first down line. Make sure that everything stays in front and run up there and make the tackle. They did everything exactly right except making the tackle to running back, and he ends up finding a way to pick up a first down. Brandon, that play just should not happen.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Now a handoff up the middle. Franks. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and a yard. Three, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Second down and a little more than a yard here, as they've got it as we resume action. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Second and 6.
It's now second and 6.
Up the middle they go. Franks powering his way forward. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A beautiful fake. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. Over the middle, Harrison. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. The give right side for Gibbs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. The Ravens at 7-2 here on the year, and they were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that.
The key for them, generating offense and finding a way to put the ball in the end zone. I mean, you get held under 10 points in your last game. Very hard to win in the NFL. Frankly, it's very hard to win in any league scoring that few points.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Dart. He gets this to Hampton. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. The Bills offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing, Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Boye Mafe in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Greg Dortch back deep. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 11.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Dart. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Bills to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. This 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Franks. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Mayfield now. He'll try to pick it up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Dart. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Dart. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he felt he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he goes out right around the 39. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. This is 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw, Dart. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now Mayfield. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Franks. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
They'll toss right side to Hampton.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's Dart. Finds Gibbs on a check down. Here's third and 10. Throwing, Dart.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here's second and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
A good pickup there at 22.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Franks.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to look deep down the field.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Torrey Horton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Oh, what a move. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 35, here's second down and 2. Gibbs straight ahead, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
That's another Baltimore first down.
He'll keep it himself, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Second and 7. Look at this, a tight end carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing his dart. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The Bills offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying, but nothing that they have done has worked so far.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Franks. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
131 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
On third down, Franks.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter.
Jet sweep. This is Johnston. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
The Bills on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Horton. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
On first down, it's Hampton.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 5. To throw, Dart.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a quarterback sneak.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Emmanuel Forbes on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
Quincy Riley on the tackle. A 4-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. That's caught by Harrison, right side.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And they'll begin by running the option. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. And a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now Mayfield running left on the option, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Franks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
36-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run it with James. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. A play fake, and now it's Dart. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A gain of 6. And a Baltimore 1st down. It's a gain of 6.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. This is 1st and 10.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 15.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Here's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up
Back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Franks.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This to possibly force OT. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Buffalo, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.